Hi, I'm Emma. And this is Stu. And this little bundle of energy is my son Finley. When we're not out and about exploring lost history, or up to our knees in mud, we like nothing more than escaping the rat race of life and creating memories together. So thanks for joining us, and welcome to the channel.
Hello and welcome. I'm Emma, and today I'm going to be taking you for a little look at one of Haven's bronze caravans. This particular one is at the Wild Duck here in Norfolk, but of course it's very typical of all the bronze caravans that you will find at the Haven caravan parks. So let's take you for a little look. Right, so we'll start with a quick look at the outside, and this one, being a bronze, doesn't have any sort of veranda or anything like that. They come in the silvers and the golds and anything sort of higher than that. But we're in the trees here, so it's a little bit dark, but the Wild Duck is actually a bit of a sort of a woodland park, so I guess we should really expect that. But let's go and take a little look inside. I've already been in and just quickly turned the lights on because it's quite a dull day today, and being amongst the trees, it's not particularly very bright in here, and I don't think you want to hear me constantly popping all the light switches on. But here we have it. We've got our lounge area. This one's quite a comfortable looking one, and we've got quite a large television, and I've already checked and it does in fact have a DVD player built in, which is quite handy. A little bit of storage down here, and a small coffee table, which is quite handy. We've got the dining area. Again, this is quite a cosy one. Last bronze one we had, I didn't like it so much, and you couldn't see the television from when you were sitting, so that's quite handy. We've got the welcome pack, which we'll talk about in a moment, but let's take a look at our small kitchen. And this kitchen is smaller than the last bronze caravan we had. It's still got all the features, like we've still got the little microwave and the gas cooker. As always, it always comes with a gas cooker. That does in fact have a grill and a couple of little shelves in there and a very small oven tray. Again, not that you're going to get much on there, I think I said that in the last video, but again, it'll do the job, and we're only here for the weekend, so we don't really plan on doing very much cooking, hopefully. We've got the usual sort of fairly cheap toaster and kettle. Again, you know, does the job. Plenty of plates and cups and tumblers. I mean, there's quite a lot actually, more than what I would expect normally, and so maybe we've got a few surprises in store for us. But sort of there you go. That's sort of the kitchen area. Let's a bit show you what's in these cupboards. So we've got pots and pans again, plenty enough to do a little bit of cooking. I imagine there's the usual, yeah, washing up bowl. Oh, we've got a mop bucket there. And your general waste and probably recycle bins. Again, maybe in bags in them, but maybe they're in our welcome pack. Let's have a quick look to show you all the cutlery. I've got a child lock on there that doesn't seem to work. Lots of cutlery in there. Other bits and pieces. I mean, you know, it's always very standard. Not usually everything that you actually need. And yeah, again, there's no pizza slice in this one. So if you're going to have pizza, then you might want to bring your own. But what else have we got in our kitchen? Of course, we've got the fridge freezer. Can't forget that. This is a lovely big fridge freezer, actually much bigger than the last bronze caravan we had. So if you did want to stay for a week and you would plan on doing a lot of cooking, I think you can probably get plenty in there. And last but not least, I imagine, is a broom cupboard. Yes, there we go, with the airer, always handy for your wet towels if you're going to go swimming, and we are going swimming a couple of times. And there's a little brush and dustpan. No mop, which is strange because we do have the bucket. But so there we go. There's your sort of lounge and your kitchen area. Quite comfy. I mean, this one actually does feel a little bit more comfortable, I think, than the last one we had. One more feature to point out, and I always forget, is of course the central heating controls. This does in fact have full central heating in all the rooms, which is quite handy because we're right at the end of September here and it's a little bit chilly today, so I think we might actually find some use for that this time. Right, so that was your sort of lounge living area and your kitchen. I'm just going to take you for a little look at the bedrooms and the shower room next. I hope I'm sort of showing you enough and explaining enough. Of course, if you've got any questions and there's anything that I sort of missed, then of course ask in the comments below. But let's have a look at these bedrooms. So here we have the corridor that leads to all the bedrooms and the shower rooms. Let's have a little look, shall we? This one is the shower room. And again, it's sort of standard size. They're always about this big with the usual, obviously the toilet, sink, good size shower. I usually find these are actually quite powerful showers. So I'll let you know, I suppose, once I've used it. It's a really good size for most people. And I think maybe two, even if you wanted to. They do come with a toilet roll, and you've got a nice heated towel rail, which is lovely for sort of cold mornings, and shaver points. So I quite like, it's quite nicely decorated, this, nice and bright and quite modern. Let's take you on to the next room. I think we'll just carry on clockwise. So in here, another little toilet and sink. It's only me and Finley again this weekend actually staying, so again we probably won't be queuing up, so this is probably unnecessary, but this is the tiniest little sink I think I've ever seen. I think this is where the boiler is, because it's been making some sort of noise since I popped the heat in when I first walked in, because it was a bit chilly. But we do have some more toilet paper. So, I mean, what else can you say about that? Not an awful lot. And this, I imagine, is the bedroom. But we do have 3 doors, which is a bit curious, but let's keep going. So here we are. This is your little twin bedroom. It's all right. I mean, I've seen smaller. It's not the worst. It's got a wardrobe. You know, it's big enough for maybe whatever you might want to pop in there. And some drawers. We've got USB points again down here, so you can charge up your bits and bobs, I guess your phone while you're in bed. Not much else storage going on in here. It's unusual not to see sort of over bed storage or things like that. So, you know, I guess it is only a holiday caravan, and I guess how much storage do you actually need? But that's the twin room, so let's move on to the next room. Right, and here we have the next room, which is the master suite, but I don't know, I'm a little disappointed. This is more of a master cupboard. This is considerably smaller than the last one. In fact, I can't even really easily show you what the features are in here. There aren't really many. You've got really quite a small wardrobe, much smaller than what I would have expected, but you do have a hairdryer, so that's a bit of a bonus, and of course you've got somewhere you can do your makeup, hair or whatever. Full-size mirror, and keep trying to move along, and a standard double bed. And again, this doesn't have that sort of horrible plasticky mattress that you sometimes get at caravan parks, which I'd much prefer not to have. I'm going to try and squeeze down this tiny little gap. I mean, it's lucky I'm quite small, because I think some people would struggle to get down here. To show you that we've got a power point with the USB sockets again. This is a light switch to turn off the main light, because there's no other lamps or anything in this one either. And we've also got some controls for your central heating, should you wake up in the morning and want to pop that on before you get out of bed. So I suppose that's quite nice. But again, there's no other storage in here, nothing above the bed, just a couple of small drawers. So yeah, that's it. But I think I've got a feeling I maybe know why this room is so small. So that's been the master suite for you. Like I said, it's a little bit smaller than I was expecting, but I got a feeling that the door next door may have something to do with that. So I'm going to take you in there to see the mystery behind the third door. Right, so I hope that I'm showing you enough detail here, and maybe not too much. I mean, of course, if you've got any questions about any of this, then in a couple of days' time when we leave, I'm sure I'll be a bit of an expert. So make sure that you ask some questions. But we do have another door, and that could just be another broom cupboard. But I've got a feeling, if I can get the door open, there's going to be a little more to it than that, and there certainly is. Because here, we appear to have another room. Now, I did not book a 3-bedroom caravan, so clearly they've upgraded us to a 3-bedroom, which might suit some people, but I would rather have had the extra space in the 2nd bedroom and master, but never mind. We've still got all the USB ports there. This room actually feels a bit bigger than the other one, so I think Finley may choose this one and maybe we'll use the other one for storage. Again, you've got a wardrobe which is probably adequate enough for what you need, and some drawers. And these beds, they are worth pointing out, they're not actually full-size single beds. They aren't usually in these caravans, but I mean they're comfortable enough for an adult and any children that might be staying in them. So that's the bedrooms and the shower rooms and that. I'm just going to come back through to the lounge now because I'm going to show you the little welcome pack that you receive when you arrive, which has supposedly got everything that you should need in it. So let's have a look. Right, so when you arrive, you're not actually given anything. They've already got all your information. They know your registration of your car because you should have already entered it in before you arrived. And basically everything that you need is in the caravan. So I'm going to show you the little welcome pack that they give you and basically show you what you can expect when you arrive. Right, so here it is. You should just find it on your dining table when you arrive. We've just got a bit of a sort of a plain white envelope this time. Normally it's like a Haven branded thing, which is usually quite nice, but maybe being the end of the season or towards the end of the season they've run out. But I have already opened it to make it a little easier, and this is what you will find inside. You have your key, because you won't get that when you check in. It's always in the caravan these days. We are 191 Swift Court, in case you're interested. We've got our play passes, and we've actually booked 4 play passes because we've got some family joining us for a little while, so they were all sort of booked in when we made the reservation. We've got a map, which is a bit of a bonus because when we were at Hopton the other week we didn't, and really quite missed not having a map. We got quite lost, so that's handy. We've also got a entertainment guide. I think this covers the whole week, but we are only here until Sunday night. So what's on this week at Wild Duck? We've got the usual stuff, a bit of bingo, Seaside Squad. We've got a band on tonight, and it's pretty much the same most nights, as well as a few things during the day. So that's always worth looking at. A couple of other little bits, a little colouring in sheet, that's quite nice, but we haven't bought any colouring in pencils. Just letting us know about the caravan and any comments that we might have. And they always give you these things telling you about ants, but I've got to admit I haven't actually seen any ants around for a couple of weeks, so I think we'll be okay. But nothing trying to sell us caravans this time, so I don't know, I'm not really interested in buying a caravan at the moment anyway, but that's what you can expect in your welcome pack. So I think that's pretty much everything in this caravan. Of course, if I've missed anything out, then just drop us a little comment below and of course ask. But I mean, these caravans, they are modern but basic. This is only a bronze. They do a saver, which I think is just a bit smaller and possibly doesn't have central heating in it. You can of course have the silver. We've had one of those before, which comes with features like dishwashers in your kitchen. They're a little bit nicer, you know, the details. The decoration is just a little bit more sort of sophisticated, if you will. And they do of course come with a bit of a veranda and some lovely double doors that you can sit out in the summer. Of course, I don't think we'll be sitting out an awful lot this time of the year, being the end of September, but I don't think we need that this time, so I think this will do us. So that's a quick tour of another one of Haven's Bronze Caravans, 3-bedroom in fact this time, which we wasn't expecting. It's really quite different to the last one we had, which is why I thought I'd give you another video just to give you some more examples of what you can expect. So I hope you found it useful, and also don't forget to check out the other Bronze Caravan tour that we did not so long ago, and also our vlogs of the Haven sites if you're sort of interested in seeing what sort of facilities and things that are on these parks. But I think it's about time I went and got the suitcases out and got unpacked and enjoyed our weekend. So if you want to see the vlog of our weekend coming up soon, then make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I hope that you've enjoyed this, so please give it a like, it definitely helps us out. But here from the Wild Duck in Norfolk, thanks for watching as always. Bye bye.